Hey Rec Room, Oxy here. In today's tutorial, we're going to be going over columns. These columns look sick and they are very cheap and very easy to make. Without further ado, let's get into the short tutorial. Alright, so first off, we are going to make the actual column itself before we actually make anything else. So let's get out our maker pen, open our palette, go to shapes. I'm going to use the dirt material and go to a white kind of regular column look color. Now I'm going to go to my tube settings, and then I'm going to ask you to copy all of my settings as I go. So I'm going to go down the list and you're just going to copy mine. Don't rotate while moving, off. Enable self-scaling, on. Create grabbable objects, off. Position snap, we're going to turn that to 10. Rotation snap, leave that at 5 degrees. Uniform shapes, keep that on. All three of these, on. Tube size of 25 centimeters. Fixed tube width, on. Connect nearby tubes, off. Smooth tubes, off. Fade world and edit mode, that doesn't matter. Keep that to your preference. Tube height ratio, 100%. Tube facets, 10. Drag select size, precise. Show pivot, on. Rotate around pivot, on. And the other two don't matter. So we're going to select our tube. And now we're going to go to the floor and start drawing upwards. Try to keep it as straight as you can, because that is going to make it to where we can detail it. So if it moves like mine is, you're just going to continue to straighten it out. So now that we have our base tube laid out, we are going to use the clone tool and now select our tube. So there's going to be a small gray box in the middle of your selection of your clone tool. You're going to click that middle gray box until you hear a sound. Now I'm just going to use my rotate tool, come back to my axis, and then rotate it to the middle. As you can see, this has given it a column edge look and adds a lot of detail. Feel free to, if you need, edit this again and then change up your colors. So I'm going to bring out my recolor tool and recolor one of these, and that would give it another striped color. You could also clone it again and move it to the inside of that for more detail. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. As you can see, it has added another layer of spikes. I'm going to recolor this for ease of look. So now I have 3 detailed lines in my column. Next, I'm going to get started on making the base and the top of my column. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click create. Make sure we're on a 10 position snap, and we're just going to create a tube that looks like this, 10 facets. And now we are going to recolor this to our original color, and then we are going to scale this up slightly. I'm going to move back to my column, move it inside. If you need to, just make whatever adjustments. And now I'm going to move it down. Now I have a base for my column. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now clone this again, rotate it around its pivot, and now bring out my recolor tool, change to another black. And as you can see, it has a glitch face. So what I'm going to do to fix that is slightly move this down off of grid snapping. So you're going to ever so slightly move this down below the top column. As you can see, it has taken away the glitched effect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure both of these are selected. And now I'm going to invert clone them up to the very top of my column. And boom. Make sure all of it is merged by selecting it all. Options. Options, merge shape. And now you can clone your detailed column. Thank you for making it to the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. This has been Oxy with how to create columns inside of Rec Room. Peace.